Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you, grade 7. Today our topic is information handling. How to make frequency distribution and how to write given data in form of groups and how to apply telemark. All such type of topics we will discuss in our today's lecture. Tabulating numerical data frequency distribution. First of all, students, what is frequency distribution? A frequency distribution is a list or a table containing class grouping, categories, or ranges within which the data falls and the corresponding frequencies which, with which data falls within each grouping or category. Rule: intervals should be the same width. We can say W. The width is determined by the following formula. W is equal to interval width, largest number, largest value which is given in the data minus smallest number, smallest value which is given in the data divided by number of intervals which are required. First of all, we will arrange our data in any order. The data we will collect first hand, that is called raw data or ungrouped data. After taking this data as a sample, one data is in front of you, we will arrange our data in ascending or descending order. Any order you can apply, but we are going to apply in ascending order. Ascending order means smallest value to bigger value we will go. We have observed in our given data, our first value is 21. Then next value is after 21 comes 24. And the students just note down, if we just observe more than one or two or three times one same value is repeating, we will write all the values. Otherwise, any information we can miss. 24, 24 two times appear in our data, that's why we will write. And next 26, 27 also two times comes in our data, 30, 32, 38 and 41. After that, we have observed our smallest value is 21 and our largest value is 41. Before applying frequency distribution, the question is, why use frequency distribution? A frequency distribution is a way to summarize data. Frequency distribution is a way to summarize data. The distribution condenses the raw data into more useful form and allows for a quick visual interpretation of the data. Few more things before distribution should be in our notice and knowledge. Class limits. Upper class limit. The greatest value of a class interval is called the class limit. For example, in the class interval 41 to 70, in this case, 70 is upper class limit. Lower class limit, the smallest value of a class interval is called the lower class limit. For example, in the class interval 71 to 100, 71 is lower class limit. Now for students, for you, for better knowledge and understanding, I have selected one question. The telephone bills paid by 12 consumers are given below. Make a frequency table of 5 classes of an equal size. First of all, we know that the formula. We will find out the size of class or width of class. Greatest value minus smallest value divided by number of intervals. In our this group and data, our greatest value is 718. Our smallest value is 356. Number of classes required are 5. How we can find out width or size of a class? Largest value minus smallest value divided by number of classes, and that is equal to 72.4. We can consider approximately 73. And now class intervals. According to our data, we will write our value 358 to 428. Second, our group or class intervals 429 to 501, 502 to 574. The gap of these are class interval or groups or classes, we can say. Students, just remember our width of a class or width of a group, that was 73, and in all the classes that size should remain same. 358 to 428, 429 to 501, 502 to 574, and applying that same weight 73, 575 to 647, 648 to 720. First we prepare all these class intervals. In this first class interval, this is called 358 is our lower limit, 428 is upper limit. In this class interval, 429 is lower limit, 501 is our upper limit, 502 lower limit, 574 is upper limit, 575 lower limit, and 647 is upper limit, 648 lower limit, 720 is upper limit. The gap or size of that interval, that is 73 already find out, is called size of interval or width of interval, and it is sometimes it's noted by a small h or w also you can mention. Frequency. The frequency mean according to our given data how many values falls between this interval 358 to 428. Our values are 2. 429 to 501 values 1. Similarly, we will observe in our given data already we have arranged in ascending order. 502, first we arrange in ascending or descending, any order you can apply on this data. 502 to 574, 3 values comes in our this interval. 2 values come in our next interval 575 to 647, 648 to 720. There are 4 values, and the values falls within this interval are called frequencies, and usually it is noted by a small f. Telemark, this is one mark. How we mention if there are 2 values, we write like that, 2 lines slant 1 and 2. 1 value we will mention 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 and 2, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And suppose values are 5, then we will write 1, 2, 3, 4, and we draw a fifth line like that. But in this case, in this our question, all our values are below 5. That's why simple we will draw 2 lines like this. 2, if one is frequency is 1, we will draw 1. If our frequency is 3, we draw 3 lines. And if our frequency is 2, we draw 2 lines. And if frequency is 4, we draw 4 lines. Now, students, we will check at the end one review. Raw data, the data first hand collected, that is called raw data. after statistical process that is called group data. Next, we will arrange the data in ascending or descending order, any order you can apply. After arranging the data, we will find size or width of classes, groups, or intervals. Then we apply and we make groups, and then we check lower limit, upper limit, and we will apply the tally mark. Today's lecture we have studied about the presentation of data and frequency distribution. I hope all of you have understood. Thanks to join us in today's lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz.